Hi, my lovely people. How are you all doing? Welcome back to our channel, Oluchi Family TV. Damilola Mike-Bamiloye has a wonderful message for our youths. Yes, Damilola Mike-Bamiloye has a wonderful message for our youth out there. You know, one thing I love about Damilola is that he uses his life experience to reach out to our youth. He has a way to reach out to our youth, a very special way to reach out to our youth through his life experience. In fact, when God made you to pass through fire, you always come out stronger and more purified. That is what Damilola have gone through. With his experiences in life, he came out more stronger in the Lord, and he's now using his experiences to encourage our youth. Are you a youth out there? This video is for you. Please sit tight. Don't be in a rush to go. Damilola has a powerful message for you, especially our single sisters that are believing God for a life partner. This video is for you. You know, sometimes we refuse to see what God is showing us because of the high standard we have set for ourselves. Our young brothers, please, this video is also for you. Are you believing God for life partner? Please sit tight. Sit tight. This video is for every child of God, every youth that is believing God for a life partner. Sit tight and listen to a true life story of Damilola Mike-Bamiloye.
Again, that you must not marry an unbeliever. So maybe I need to comment you to Lagos. Come to Lagos. I can't come to Lagos. This is where God is saying I will do in my ministry. And so I had headache and everything. One time I went to visit her. She works in KPMG. She was earning 150K per month. So I went to visit her in KPMG. I wore shirt and jeans with one my go-to shoe. And I walked into the office. I said, "Hey, I'm downstairs." They said, "Wait for me downstairs. Just wait for me." So I stayed downstairs. When I stayed downstairs in reception and I was looking at the reception, I saw men. I saw men in suits. Have you heard of dry suits before? Suits that if you move, it doesn't move. Suit that stands. And I look at my shirt. I look at my... There's no stand. These ones, I saw them walking with suitcase and everything, walking and everything. And I looked at myself. I said, "God have mercy." I called her. I said, "I'm still waiting." He said, wait for me, I'm coming. And so I saw this guy just walking around, carrying suit and everything, walking around. I said, ah. Then after the office hours, like 9 p.m., I got there like 6, I waited like 3 hours. And then she finally came. He said, "Okay, hi, how are you, everything?" Nobody was in the office again. It took me a while to realize that she did not want us to be seen together. So I was walking on the street with her. I wanted to board bus. As I was walking the street, taking a step, I take one step, she takes 10 steps. I take a step, she's there. I said, "Wait for me now, let's walk together." She's already there, she's moving. "Wait for me." She does not want us to be seen together. And so we climbed the bus, boarded the bus, we were heading home. She was sad, she was angry. "What's going on?" I said, "Everything, complaint upon complaint." Don't forget, this sister is not evil. This sister is a seasoned child of God. So that's I'm talking from that perspective. I'm talking to you sisters. You need sometimes to calm down. When Rebecca was on the camel, was it camel? Yeah, was on the camel and was coming, and immediately she spotted Isaac. I said, "Who is that?" He said, "That is my Lord Isaac." What did she do? She came down immediately. Immediately she came down. Some of us, the reason why you've not gotten the will of God is because you have created that idol. You are still up there. And so it was so real, it was so serious. I got back home and I was thinking about my life. Say, is this how will I move on with this life and everything? Those are the kind of issues we had. Those are the kind of challenges that we had. And so when I finally met with my wife, the story was different. Because as I was telling her, one of the first meeting we had was a Bible study. As I shared the story, this was the passage I was sharing with her and what God expects for our marriage. As I was sharing with her, it was instant. She was giving me direct feedback. There was connection in the spirit. There was no wasting of time. There was connection in the spirit. I told her because of my last experience, I said, "Look, Ella, what I'm trusting God, though. How I will start this marriage, I don't know. But I'm trusting God. What I have is maybe like 2,000 naira because God has shifted me a little bit. I said, well, what I have is 2,000 naira. And she said to me, I said, my father was a missionary. So many times we pushed the car to start. He was riding on it. Sometimes we enter taxi and that was not an issue to us. We were happy. We were joyful in it. Your God will be my God. That is the kind of conviction, the conviction of Ruth. And that was, I said, okay. Then when I enter taxi, I said, I don't have car. I said, what is there in car? She didn't see all those things at all. Why? Because she's looking at the future. She's looking at the future. Some of us, we are too engrossed with the present that we have neglected the future that God is taking us to. We are too engrossed. No condition is what? It's permanent. When God has a great destiny for your future, the present may not speak like it. The present may not look like it. But if you walk with God in faith and believe God in faith and ignore the logics of things and just suspend your reasoning and just follow God, it will take you to that glorious destination. And so she was a doctor. She started serving the housemanship. She was in the housemanship. And guess how much they were paying her? I think they were paying her 160 per month as a doctor, as an houseman. She was serving as an housemanship doctor, paying her 160K per month. And so I was excited. I said, wow. And I'm seeing the similarities, 160. I was like, what is going on? You know? So I was happy and everything until God spoke to us. Tell your wife that she should keep the tithe and give me the money. So if she's 160K, madam, she should keep like how much? 16,000 naira. And give God how much? My math is bad, help me now. 144, right? Now, this is someone that our colleagues are saving money to buy laptops. Our colleagues are saving money to buy cars. Our colleagues are saving money to buy things. But God has already started dealing with us from the courtship stage. I said, give me your all. Just keep that 10%. Take it, give me your all. So I didn't know how she was going to receive it. Because I knew that the first person that I was going out with, if I told her like that, is a complete capital no. Not because it's reasonable, right? She's being logical, which is not a sin at all. She's following logic. That's the first person. It's logical to save for marriage. All these things are logical. But the ways of God sometimes are illogical. The ways of God sometimes are abnormal. God will make you do the abnormal things. For those that He has a purpose for those working with purpose, you will do abnormal things. You will go the abnormal route. And so she willingly, no question. That's the thing that I still salute God for in her life. Anytime I say God says, it is yes, sir. No question. God has been dealing with us from the courtship stage. Anytime it is God says, it is yes, sir. She has never argued with me on what God is saying about our marriage and about our life. That is what brought me to this stage. And that is what is taking us to the future. The word of God. The instructions of God. I'm still talking about the word of God. And so she gave all of it. And she gave all. We entered marriage. 1 week to marriage, we didn't have much. We didn't have anything. People just started rising. I will sponsor your suits. I will sponsor your wedding gown. I will buy this for you. I will do this for you. Your honeymoon hotel. Where do you want to do it? Don't worry. Let's go and spend time in this one popular hotel in Lagos. Radisson Blues. Radisson Blues. Radisson Blues. Everything I'm supposed to spend money on. My wedding, I entered wedding like that. But God was my sponsor. But I can confidently tell you that what God is doing through our life. Now you watch Gbemi Part 1. You watch Gbemi Part 2. You watch Gbemi Part 3. God, please don't let it be a prophecy. You watched all these films and I'm wondering, wow, powerful message, powerful revelation. It's from a lady that has gone through dealings with God. It is from a lady that has learned to come down from high horse. Your high horse will not take you anywhere. It will just make you stay there. But if you learn to come down for God, I'm not saying you should lower your standard, your principles. I'm not saying you should lower those principles, godly principles, those godly virtues. I'm not saying that. But I think you should lower your idol, whatever you've built for yourself, bring it down to God. So that God will do what he wants to do in your life.